Hiya, it's Joey Reynolds, and Uber is back. So am I. Uber is my new middle name. Reynolds Uber Rap. I'm on Florida's Got Talent. America's Got Talent is the Ed Sullivan Show with voting. I don't know why we just don't have these people entertain us in a variety show and not have to compete one against the other. They're all different kinds of things anyway. And you know, the thing that really irks me, not so much that, I mean, voting is it's fun and it's a reality television participation. We're social networking and we want people to be involved in everything except my business. Everybody is involved in everything where we don't belong anyway, including the cyber war with China that we're having now. Whoever knew that we're going to have a war with texting? The reason for texting for my kids was so that I wouldn't know where they are when they're running around doing what they're not supposed to do. Speaking of that, my daughter in California is growing medical marijuana, and she's called me because she's afraid her water broke. And I said, well, come back to Fort Lauderdale. Our water broke a long time ago. The entire city is under siege from water. We have to go to Publix and pay for their water, whether it's purified, filtered, spring water, flavored water, spritzed, you know, the seltzer water. Now that's the water you drink after you have a bad early bird special and you have had the meal again. It's a repeat performance. Then you drink that seltzer stuff. But it's more expensive to buy water than it is to have Diet Coke, for instance. I don't know why, but we're living in a culture like that. We have lived up to my wildest expectation. I worked on Star Wars. I was creative director of 20th Century Fox, and we imagined all of these things with droids. Now we have drones. The war is between droids, drones, groans and moans, and everybody's fighting everything. I think the reason for drones should be to deliver child support checks, so you don't ever have to face her again. But that's just my male perspective. I don't want to sound like Donald Trump, who's getting a bum rap. You know, after all, he's having a good run, but he hasn't run the distance yet. This is a long way for the, well, he hopes that he doesn't have more than a 4-hour election. And, you know, we have a party. It's a Republican and Democratic Party, they call it. And the reason I call it a party is because it's a BYOB, bring your own bomb. That's what that means. I'm traveling lightly because I'm in God's waiting room. Isn't that an insult to Florida to call this God's waiting room? But I know I'm going to die peacefully. I want to die in my sleep. Unfortunately, a lot of us have to go through pain, and we have to pay the cost of medical on the way out. You know, I mean, the high cost of leaving. And I asked my daughter, who's growing medical marijuana, I said, please take care of my funeral arrangements. I want to be cremated, and then I want everybody to smoke me, because that's the way I want to go out. I want to be the ingredient that's in the medical marijuana that people don't know they're getting, because you have to announce what is the downside of a product when you have a celebrity endorsement. That's the new FDA rule, according to them today. So you cannot, that's social network now. It's like on television, on regular television, you watch the product, it's about 10 seconds of the product and then 2 minutes explaining how you're going to die if you use it. This is what I want to be. I want to be smoked to death. No, after death, after that. I don't want to be... I don't know what I want. I just want a parking place at Publix, that's all. It's a Reynolds rap.